Yes, people, what is going on? Bloody hell, we did that the hard way, didn't we? Chelsea just beaten Villa at Villa 2-1. We went behind and then we managed to claw it back. And I mean that, it is claw it back. Let's go into the game. Let's start talking about it. Let's start thinking about what went right, what went wrong. I was very questionable about the starting lineup, personally. My own opinion. There we are. I thought that Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who everyone was banging on, he's going to play left midfield, left wing. He's going to be really good. He's done really well in the pre-season or whatever it is, mini pre-season that we're calling it. I was expecting a lot. And I didn't get it. That was my main problem with the team. And also as well, the back two. Alonso did okay. Dave did okay. Rudiger did okay. But his job was made harder by Christensen. It's slightly alarming that we've got 4 centre-halves, all of them that were fit, I'm pretty sure. And Christensen was the one that got the nod over Tomori and Zuma. And I thought Christensen was rubbish, honestly. I don't normally say that, and I don't normally say it as bluntly as that, but I did think he was rubbish. Honestly, I did. I didn't really see what he added to the game. There was just alarm bells everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and I did not get his. I mean, he was at fault for the first goal, didn't follow in his man. As simple as the ball come in, and yeah, we probably shouldn't have allowed the ball to come in. Loftus-Cheek was standing in no man's land, which again wasn't the main fault of the goal, but you'd like to think maybe he would have done a bit defensively and come in. He was marking someone, he let his man go into the box, and obviously the man didn't score in the end, but it should have been Christensen's man. And what I have a real problem with is that he was walking back into the box. And they pointed out at half-time I think Jamie Redknapp pointed out at half-time, he was walking back into the box. If you have a little jog back into the box, and even you stick a foot out of that, you're probably going to block it. But it was such a soft, soppy goal to give away. And Christensen, unfortunately, was at fault for that. Rudiger did okay, trying to reach back and get it and whatever. And obviously it wasn't close enough. He did the right thing in recovering to go back to his line. Kepa made a decent save for the first one, but you really have to rely on Christensen to be able to get back and block, at least put in a foot, at least make it a bit more difficult. And all he did was just walk back. I thought he was very poor today. Honestly, I did. It's something I think definitely needs to be changed for next time. Of course, we've got a big game against City. You do that against City, they're going to find you out. Simple as. And the one goal that Villa scored today could turn into 2-3. And of course, then it's game over and you've lost. Simple as. So I really do question that. I thought Reece James was rubbish when he came on. He just did not get into the game. And of course, he didn't mean anything. But he stupidly gave away the ball on multiple occasions. One of them led to a free kick. There was one right at the end that it was a shot on target. It was just alarming. Everything was alarming for certain parts of it. And I get, maybe it's a bit of rustiness because we're just nearly back and whatever. Loftus-Cheek, I thought he offered absolutely nothing to the game, honestly. But again, he's been out for a while. He's just come back. I get that, but you see Pulisic come on and obviously score the way that he did. Loftus-Cheek wouldn't have done that. Pulisic has been out injured as well. If you've been out for that huge length of time that Loftus-Cheek has, fine, fair enough. But Pulisic has been out for ages as well. He's been out for ages. And yet he comes onto the pitch and tucks it home, makes it 1-1. And it's a really good finish. It's just getting your foot over the ball. It bounces down, or over the ball. You just keep the ball down enough. It ends up in the back of the net. It beats Nyland or whatever the keeper's name is. It's a decent finish. It's a decent finish. And I would have questioned whether Loftus-Cheek as that left wing role would have been able to do the same thing. We move on to the second goal quickly for Chelsea. Giroud, look, it's a deflection, but you give Giroud the service, which he was lacking all game. No one could cross a ball. It was alarm bells. And this was the thing, and I think one of the main problems I had with this whole system and how we set up is we had to rely on Alonso digging out crosses from the left-hand side. And then Willian, who I didn't think was wonderful today. He did loads of running, but I didn't think he was wonderful. And Dave, who's crossing, is a bit meh. Mount was, I think, our best player on the pitch, along with Kante. Kovacic, I think, got sacrificed rather than him being one of the worst players, the first one to get taken off. But yeah, for me, I just think that having Ruben out on the left didn't work. And maybe it's just because he's rusty, but in this particular game, it didn't work. And you put all the pressure on Alonso and all the pressure on Dave and Willian to cross the ball in, and it didn't happen. Anyway, the goal itself, Giroud gets a service, he takes it down, he power drivers it, there we are, towards goal, it gets a deflection, it ends up in the back of the net. That's all you need to do. Chelsea, that's what we need to do. Hit the target, get shots on target, because we didn't have enough in this game. Mount had a really good one early on, but then we lacked after that. We massively lacked. Either way, it's a big result for us. It gives us a nice little bit of breathing room, and of course, the City game looks like it's going to be tough. And I don't want to give a prediction, but I don't think it's going to be a positive one for us. I don't think it's going to be a positive result for us. But again, you have to be able to keep yourself in that race for the top 4. We're of course leading it. Having this little bit of a cushion with how the games have gone in the last few days is massive for us, and that's what we can continue to do, and that's what I'm really happy about. Yeah, the game itself wasn't a great one for a neutral. It's probably pretty boring to watch unless you wanted Chelsea to lose, and it might have been a little bit interesting. But there we are. Yeah, it was just an average game of football that we didn't play particularly well in, but we got 3 points, and that's what we need to think about. Yeah, there's a lot to be improved on, but we go again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. I have done a match vlog for this, watching the game from home. Let us know what you think about that. That'll be up not too long after this video. So for now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.